to Yogaxpress, the mobile stretch clinic that takes yoga to the people. I'm delighted to present two beautiful guests with us today, and they've been with us before in several episodes, especially Josiane has been with us in the immediate past episodes, I think at least about 6 or 7 episodes that Josiane's been here with us. Josiane to my left. Josiane has practiced belly dancing. She has this wonderful combination of belly dancing, martial arts,
taekwondo,
aikido, boxing, all those energy sports, sailing, all of those sports. She balances everything with the common denominator of yoga, with her yoga practice. Yoga helps bring everything together. That is a wonderful way of yoking yourself. The word yoga itself is yuj or yoga, which means yoking yourself or pulling yourself together, centering yourself. So you are very fortunate, Josiane, that you have a passion and an interest in all of those. Can you just out of curiosity, how do you practice yoga on a sailing boat? Does it bother you?
when it's standing still, not when it's...
Not when you're on the water, okay. Because I know you don't like balance postures. Maybe you should go out in the water and practice.
I only balance because of my knee, because that's not the impediment. Give me
under normal circumstances, you don't mind balance.
No.
Okay, Josiane has had a tender knee for quite some time, so she is now trying to be very careful about not aggravating that. And you will also notice when she goes into postures where she has to bend her knee backward, I do remind her, and she remembers of her own accord, to just be very, very careful. Folks at home, if you have a tender knee or you've injured yourself, you have a bad shoulder today, be careful you don't put too much weight on that part of the body that has been injured. Now, moving on to another wonderful guest who has been with us in several episodes before as well, Jamie Avery. Jamie, thank you for being here with us. Jamie is a health consultant. Tell us exactly what you do, Jamie. We're going to have you as a special guest in one of these episodes as well, so might as well get them used to you.
Okay, thanks. Well, I am a psychotherapist, and I work with children, families, adolescents, but I also have started a weight loss program.
Okay,
Nice.
It's a goal-setting counseling program. It's a 10-week program. And each week we work on a different principle we add on, changing destructive habits that contribute to overeating, making poor choices, and we work on them using cognitive techniques, behavioral techniques. And if anyone's interested in being part of this program, they can email me.
Okay.
My email, jamieavery6@aol.com, JamieAvery6@aol.com.
There you go. You have a way to get in touch with Jamie. You want to lose some weight. So does that mean I can eat what I want and then just come to you and say, Jamie, help me out, I want to lose some weight?
And we want to look at, we're going to walk you through taking a look at your behavior.
Right.
And begin to identify some of the habits you have and change those habits.
Oh, nice. I need that. And I need to go on a sailing boat with you. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for being with us, Jamie. Jamie, we are looking forward to having you as a special guest in one of these episodes. As soon as you're ready, you tell us when, and we are ready for you.
That'd be great.
And I'm sure our viewers would love to hear from you as well. Today, what we're going to do, Josiane and I, in the last episode, Josiane and I tried to close the episode with 3 simple breathing techniques that need to be added on to your yoga practice, especially if you're just doing the sun salutation. You need to add them on. And we didn't quite get there. I think we were timed out, but our 30 minutes was up. So this time we're going to start our sequence today with that. And fortunately, we have Jamie as well with us. So Jamie, Josiane, and I are going to take you through those basic breathing techniques after every sun salutation. Today we're going to go through the 3 breaths and then get into the new version of our new version of sun salutation, the sun salutation with a twist. After you finish your regular yoga practice, what you need to, Danny, are you staying with us through the episode? You're leaving now, okay. Well, thank you for being here so far.
I'll be back.
No problem.
I'll be back.
After every sun salutation practice, let's say we do 3 or 6 rounds. We usually, when you do we do the sun salutation, you do them in multiples of 3. I haven't yet figured out why, but 3 seems to be a lucky number. So after every series of 3 sun salutation sequences, we would practice these breathing techniques. I also want you to make a special note of the way Jamie and Josiane are sitting. Jamie is sitting in almost in full Padmasana. Right now it's half Padmasana, half lotus. She has one leg, her left foot is over the right thigh. And if Jamie chose to sit on a brick or a foam block, she refuses to do that today because she's already very flexible. But if she chose to sit on the block, she could probably also demonstrate to you how to get the other foot up. Josiane, and that's half of the Padmasana. Well, there you go. There you go. Folks at home, if your muscles are not yet trained, and if they're not as limber or as stretched as Jamie's are today, don't attempt it just yet. Be happy to stay in stage 2, the way Josiane's sitting. It's called Sukha Asana. If your legs are still crossed, but they're not over, crossed on the opposite thighs, it's still called Sukha Asana. Sukha is happy or joyful, and you'll find in a lot of traditional homes in South India anyway, we do sit. We mostly sit on the floor when we have our meals. We do sit in what's called Sukhasana. We tuck both our feet under and we just sit this way. Padmasana is not easy for all of us, especially those of us who have tight abductor muscles on the outside of your quads. So I'm going to go back into what's called Vajrasana. Jamie and Josiane are going to connect their forefinger and thumb and keep their palms facing up because they're sitting in a posture that brings their knees out. I'm going to keep my palms facing down, the same forefinger and thumb connection. We're going to inhale first through the belly. Now close your eyes if you want to enjoy this. Fill your belly with air. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale. When we exhale, try and get the last few drops out of your belly, through your belly, right out of your system as much as you can. So your belly goes nice and concave, goes nice and deep. Let's try that one more time. A third time for good measure, the lucky number 3, as we are today, 3 of us. One more time. Inhale deeply. Now what that's doing is it's actually energizing all the glands and organs below the diaphragm. Now we're going to take a nice deep breath, take a full breath that includes the lower abdomen as well as the upper abdomen. So you fill the lungs with air and the lower abdomen with air. Let's take a nice deep breath. We're not, actually, you know what? You like the alternate nostril. Let's do that. Let's use a thumb and finger. The thumb stays on the right nostril and the little finger will close the left nostril when we are ready. Right now, little finger's extended. The other 3 fingers just fold in. Let's take a nice deep inhale through the left nostril. Close the right one. Close the left nostril with the little finger. Open up the right nostril with the thumb. And exhale. Inhale through the right nostril. Fill your thorax, or your mid part of your body, with air. Close the right nostril with the thumb. Release the little finger. Exhale through the left nostril. Inhale through the left. One more time. Release through the right. One last time. Inhale through the right. Release through the left. Bring your palms down on your lap, on your knees, and exactly as Jamie and Josiane and Jamie have it, palms facing up. If you're sitting the way I'm sitting, palms face down. One last breathing technique where we learn, now this second posture where we inhaled lots of air and filled our lungs with air as well will help refresh the lungs, the heart, and all the organs above the diaphragm as well as below. Now the third one actually refreshes our pineal, the brain, the pituitary glands, all the glands above the neck region. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a simple bandha or a lock, where Jamie reminded me to help explain to you folks. Bandha is a Sanskrit word which means lock, and all we are going to do in this third kind of breathing technique is to inhale deeply through the back of our throat. Use the Ujjayi breathing that you so beautifully did yesterday, Josiane. Inhale through the back of your throat and then tighten. I cannot see you do that. I cannot feel you do that. I cannot sense you do that. I can only help you. I can only explain to you that that's what you need to do. So inhale, fill the upper part, the part above your neck, with fresh air and lock it in with your throat. So basically, make sure that your throat doesn't release any of that air. Let's try that. Hold. Exhale. Let's try that 2 more times. Inhale. One last. Very nice, deep exhale. Try and ensure that your exhales are longer than your inhales. That way you detox a lot faster. Let's try that one more time. This time we are going to enjoy this inhale. Close your eyes if you want to internalize the experience. Hold. Very nice. Just this simple sequence of 3 different kinds of breathing that refresh the organs below the diaphragm, above the diaphragm, and in the region above the neck is enough to energize us. I remember Josiane made a wonderful point the last episode. You said just breathing itself can be very addictive. I don't know if it was in the last episode, but I know you did mention it. And yes, we can get a healthful high just breathing. So who needs all those external aids? You don't want to put coffee into your system. You don't need wine. You can get a high just breathing right. So let's try a couple of other things. I did want to explain one other thing, but what we will do is we'll get into the sun salutation, the variation of sun salutation with a twist, literally with a twist, and we'll see if we have enough time. We will close the sun salutation with a simple explanation of the science of Om. Before I do that, I
want to ask you about the
Sure.
locks before you go too far. But
Sure.
I've heard in yoga class people say apply your locks, apply
Right.
your bundas.
Right,
Your
bandhas. Bandhas.
But I know they're talking about lifting, this right here, lifting the pelvic floor.
Right.
For women especially, it's good.
It's the sphincter muscle. It's as simple as that. It's a sphincter muscle. They call it pelvic floor. It's just a polite term for your sphincters. Where we pass water from the body, those are your sphincters. Where we pass, when we have bowel movements, those are your anal sphincters. So pelvic sphincters, anal sphincters. And you're right, for women, the pelvic sphincters, it's very effective if you can apply your locks. Basically what you do, you tighten those muscles. You tighten it. It's also good because it helps delay incontinence as we age. So as we grow older, if we strengthen our pelvic muscle, they're calling it the pelvic floor. It's called a pelvic lock, yes. But they basically, all they are just to give you the right phrase.
So Mula Bandha?
Mula Bandha. Mula means center or base, the center of the base. So Mula Bandha is root, that's where your root chakra is. In fact, most of us, when we apply what we call the bandhas, we tighten our pelvic and the anal sphincters and you lock the air in. So when you apply, Jalandhara Bandha is at the throat. Jalandhara means neck. And when you inhale fully, you lock the Mula Bandha, you lock your pelvic sphincters and your anal sphincters, and you do the throat lock, the Jalandhara Bandha. You're actually containing all that fresh air in this region of your body from your shoulder to the hip. And that's where all the glands and organs are, most of them. The extremities, the legs and the arms don't have any glands and organs. Of course, we do have very important organs. We have our brain, pineal, and pituitary. And that's when you release the Jalandhara. But I'm glad you asked that, Jamie, because a lot of folks may not know what Bandha means. So when they talk about pelvic floor, they're talking about the sphincters in the crotch area. So basic, especially for women. Now, what exactly did your school say? Or maybe we should go into that in the next episode. But what exactly did your school say it's good for, Mula Bandha?
No, it's been referred to, like, once we
Several
enter a
times.
posture,
Right.
then we'll be told, apply your bundas, and so, I don't know if we should be doing this all along, or
Right,
once we
actually,
get into the posture?
Yes, what
Or
it
we're sitting in the
does.
subway?
Well, I'm glad you.
Maybe.
Well, it certainly delays incontinence. I can tell you that. What's happening is when you apply especially your Mula Bandha, what you're really doing is we have this abdominal belt, what we call the core muscles, the core muscle groups. You talk about the core muscles at the gym, right? That's your lower abdomen, your upper abdomen, your buttock muscles. All of those, when you apply your Mula Bandha, when you tighten your pelvic sphincters and your anal sphincters, you're actually compacting all those muscles. And the reason they might tell you that at school is when your center, this is our fulcrum, this is the center of our body. When this part is nice and compact, you will not hurt yourself. And that's what we remind people every now and then. Tighten
Because
your
you're
lower
naturally, like,
abdomen.
removing the curve in your lower back. When
Right.
you do that, you contract up and you pull up. You protect your lower back as well.
Yes, you're protecting your lower back, you're protecting the whole body is centered around this region. So this is the abdominal belt. So this is what I would like to refer to as our equator. So if this is centered, you will not hurt yourself. And that's why you apply the
In fact,
band.
it's the Kegel movement, that's what it is.
What it is?
The Kegel.
What's that?
Oh,
It's still practice for people with incontinence.
Oh, right,
That's
right,
exactly
just
what it
tighten.
is, yes.
Okay, there you
That's what
go.
it is.
So yoga does
we
understand a
talk about
little
the
bit
same
about
thing.
that.
We talk about the same thing.
Same thing, the Kegel
the
movement
same
probably.
thing.
How do you spell that?
Kegel.
Okay, there you go. So yoga calls them bandhas. Kegel movement is
That's
something.
a modern
Right,
version
that's-
for helping.
And
problem.
definitely, I mean, I'm sure if it helps people prevent incontinence, they're probably applying the same technique.
Yes.
And we are helping.
We're going to stand up?
We're helping. Yes, we might stand up in a few moments before I do that. Folks at home, before we forget, our program Yogaxpress airs Monday through Friday at 1:30 in the afternoon on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and FiOS 35. We have a lot of support for you besides this program, this virtual yoga health movement right here. We also have a postcard, and I'm going to hold this up just for a few seconds, which has the full 48 plus sequence. One of these days I'll explain what the word plus stands for, but there are 48 basic ailment-specific stretches on this postcard. Put this in your handbag. We also have a little fridge magnet. Stick this on your fridge. This has got the postures on it as well. And we have a little business card, which is not important on the front, but the back of the card has the 48 postures. Put this in your wallet. So you have a lot of assistance, and you really have no reason or no excuse not to stretch. The postures that we use, the 48 plus sequence, actually is adapted from a book called Yoga Secrets, and this is for the cameras to pick up. And we have a wonderful tagline. We just tell people, come stretch with us. We are open to all. So as you can see, we are here to help you. Come and join us anytime. For the rest of this month, we will be taping Tuesdays and Thursdays. But you can join us anytime. Just email me, go to my website. Let's all stand up before our legs freeze.
Yeah.
Now we need to just get the blood rolling again. Let the blood move. You, especially Jamie, you sat in Padmasana, so you must be feeling it a lot more, and you have an injured knee as well. I've been sitting in Vajrasana. I think we all need to make the blood move just a little bit. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We are going to attempt to add a little twist to the sun salutation sequence. I think we're doing very well for time. We have at least 10 minutes. Is that right, Claudia? 10 minutes? We good to go? I haven't got the 5-minute warning, so we'll keep going. Now I'm going to stagger back, Jamie and Josiane, if you want to come forward just a little bit so the cameras will pick you up. Now I'm going to stagger back, heels together, toes slightly apart, bring your chest out, and your pelvic region can tilt just a little bit forward. Now apply your Mula Bandha, tighten your pelvic muscles, thank you Jamie, and make sure that you stand nice and upright, not stiff, just nice and straight. Palms by your side. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height. Let's take it in a nice semicircle, bring it in front of our chest in a namaste. We're doing it very gracefully. So this is the beginning of the sun salutation posture. What we're going to do is we are going to take our arms all the way overhead and then continue, roll on from one to the other through 8 to 9 postures. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. tighten your pelvic muscles, tilt your pelvis just a little bit, keep your legs nice and straight. Exhale, fold from the hip, keep your back nice and straight, keep exhaling. I may need to inch forward just a little bit. Actually, I need to come forward. I've got to get my legs back. Now, if your hands do not touch the floor today, Josiane has her palms all the way down. If I need to get my palms all the way down, I'll have to bend my knees. But I'd much rather keep my knees straight and just have my fingertips touching. Jamie has a lot of her fingers touching down, so mine are just with the fingertips. That's fine. You should feel a delicious stretch in the back of your hamstrings. Now, we are going to take the left leg back. Inhale, bring your chest out. This is posture number 3, not from the sequence. This is posture number 3 in sun salutation. Place your left knee on the floor, uncurl your toes in the left leg, and come back just a little bit. Now, this is a little twist that we've added to the typical sun salutation. Place your right hand on your right knee. Inhale, raise the left arm. Exhale, dip your left elbow over your right knee. Place the right palm over the left palm and look up at the right elbow. Now inhale and release. This time, place your left foot where it is, curl it in, take your right foot back. Now we are, at this point, we are in what's called a plank position. You need very strong shoulders and arms for this. Now you can bend your elbows just a little bit if you want to. Make sure your elbows are nice and close to the body. And then inhale, bring your butt off of the floor all the way into mountain posture. Try to keep your heels on the floor. Bring your head between your hands. We're going to bring the right foot forward this time, between the hands. Inhale, come up. And this time dip your left knee. Place the left knee on the floor. Uncurl your toes again on the left. Yes, this is left, and then we'll do the other side. Now, place your right hand on the right knee. Inhale, raise the left arm again. We're doing 2 lefts, but we will be going into the other side. Exhale. Place the right palm over the left palm. Right elbow goes up. Look up at the right palm. Inhale, let's come back up. Place your palms on the floor. Curl the toes on your left foot and bring your left foot forward. Keep exhaling. Inhale, place your palms together, bring your arms all the way up, keep your back nice and straight, keep inhaling all the way up. Exhale and bring your palms in front of your chest in a namaste. Namaste is, you don't have to think of it as a spiritual gesture, it's simply holding or compacting yourself. You're simply trying to come together within yourself. We have 5 minutes left. That's beautiful. Thank you, Rosette. This time we're going to take our right leg back first, and then the left leg will go back. So we'll still be doing the twist. So that means, well, actually, we'll explain that. Let's go into that before we forget, and we'll have to go home with an imbalance today. Inhale. Take your arms up to not up to shoulder. Take it all the way overhead. Keep inhaling. Exhale. Keep your back nice and straight. Fold from the hip. Let's see if we can try and keep track of the number of postures. So this is, Namaste is 1, up is 2, we come down 3. Let's take our right foot back. Place your palms on the floor. Take your right leg back. Curl your toes. And then bring your chest out. Keep inhaling. Place the right knee on the floor. Uncurl the toes on your right foot. And let's come back just a little bit. This time, place your left hand on your left knee. Inhale, raise the right arm. Exhale, dip your right elbow over your left knee. Place the left palm over the right palm. Look up at your left elbow. Inhale, let's release that posture. Gonna curl the toes on your right foot. Take your left foot back into plank position. Now hold. Plank position requires a lot of low back strength. We would think it's only arm strength, but you also need to tighten your lower back muscles. So keep your gluteals nice and tight. Bend your elbows just a little bit. This time we're going to bring the right foot forward. Left foot forward. get that right?
Down dog first?
Yeah, we have to do this.
Let's go into down dog. You're right. Thank you. Let's go into down dog. I don't know why this is down dog. We call it mountain posture, but thank you, Jamie. A lot of schools in North America call this the down dog. It is also called, I think, Adho Mukha Svanasana, which literally Shwana is dog and Adho Mukha is half down. So you're sort of halfway down, butt sticking out. But the school that I learned actually calls this Parvatasana, mountain. So I guess, and in fact, one of our episodes, we're going to deal with that, different names for the same postures. This time we're going to bring our left foot forward. Keep your toes curled in the right leg. Place your right knee on the floor. Uncurl your right foot. Come back just a little bit. Inhale. Raise the right arm all the way overhead. Exhale. Dip the right elbow over the left knee. Place the left palm over your right palm and hold. When we say hold, we mean hold your posture, not your breath. Hi, George. Care to stretch with us? Inhale. Let's release.
See, people are walking in.
That's right.
As we speak.
Let's bring our right leg forward.
George, there's a mat for you right up in front.
Bring our right foot forward. We're back in Pada Hasta, which is hands to feet, and you can see why. Place your palms together. Inhale. Bring your arms out in front of you. Go all the way overhead. Keep inhaling. Exhale.
Apply your bandhas.
Is that right? Apply your bandhas. Exhale. Bring your palms in front of your chest and release. You would, especially when we go in downward positions, we do need to apply our bandhas, but we don't consciously tell people. If we tell them to tighten their abdominal belt, that happens. It's just like when we talk about exhale, you need to exhale because inhale happens. The moment we keep exhaling, we detox consciously. And whenever the lungs just get rid of all the air, the lungs cannot be without anything, so the air immediately
You feel
comes
it
in.
filling up.
So you just feel, yeah, exactly. You feel.
I'm going to practice on the
You feel the
You should.
Nothing else to do.
Nobody can see anything anyway.
That's right.